But Shattered Rock and Roll was kind of like a fuck you song, but in disguise because the song sounds happy.
Yeah.
The song sounds really happy and stuff like that, but the words.
I mean, I think I prefer a fuck you of a I'm fucking alive and I'm enjoying this.
That's
Fuck
it,
you,
man.
than being a fuck you. You know what I mean? It's a I'm alright. You know?
Yeah, let's hear that one next, man. Shattered Rock and Roll. For me, Shattered Rock and Roll means that it's imperfect. For me, Shattered Rock and Roll means that that rock and roll isn't the same as it used to be anymore. It's different. It's evolved. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. A lot of people have different opinions, but no matter what, like if it's rock and roll, it's still good. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I felt about it. If it's shattered rock and roll, it's all right. I'm gonna be okay, like
still
always.
rock and roll.
Yeah. If I don't care nowadays, don't worry. I'll always remember who I used to be. Singing songs, making love, and laughing. I took my only chance and I used it, but I miss it all just in the way that we were, my love. You and me laying by the candles. So I set that up, and then I say, I'll never look you in the eye. I'll pretend my life is really easy now without you. I want to see just what you think if I walk by, because if I get my way, I'll devastate you. Pay the price until I'm satisfied with you, love, but I don't think that'll ever happen, because every day you walk away from me always telling me you'll never love me again. You still don't know why I'm so cold inside with freedom? Heartless is the way I've never been before. So if it's shattered rock and roll, it's all right.
Yeah.
So you hear this happy song, but then you hear those words. And it's
And
just
then
kinda
this motherfucker.
Let's check that one out. We also use this song for our podcast.
Yeah.
Which is Talking Wild with Jake and Lex.
It's that good shit.
And it's the intro for our podcast because it's one of those songs like you mentioned. Take me back to how you guys like got hold of the song and everything.
It was on your MySpace. You would put shit up,
Yep.
And then that's where we would fucking pull it off from, and then we'd make our own CDs and shit. So we'd tell you, hey, put more shit up, because I mean this is 2006, 2007, so sharing that shit wasn't that easy.
Oh yeah. But that's how advanced MySpace was, dude. I don't give a shit, dude.
Yeah.
MySpace was better than Facebook, and it always was better than Facebook.
I agree.
Especially for like a band setting, we can have like a little marquee like on our page, and we could put like all of our dates and stuff like that. And if they were past events, like they would like
check.
Yeah, they would check that they were already done and stuff. You can't do that on Facebook. Like you got to make actual events and then throw them out specifically. Whereas like I could take like 9 shows and I could put all the dates and everything on there, and they would show up as soon as you go to our MySpace.
Upload the music, and you can just click the play.
Yeah, and then there was like a little to load up a playlist, and most of us would put like our favorite songs that we were listening to at the time. But I could actually upload my own music, and it would show me the likes and show me how many plays it had and stuff. Like that shit was like very, very, very helpful for me. And Facebook didn't take any of that shit. I don't know if it was like a copyright issue or something that they couldn't do those type of things. But imagine where MySpace would be right now, dude.
Oh yeah, fucking Facebook screwed MySpace, bro. Like
then you had like your top 8, so you would only just like it kind of had like an Instagram feel.
If you put the code, the extra code, you can get like a top 12.
Yeah.
You know, little this, little that.
Yeah, that was cool, man. You can like really like get into the coding of it aspect, and like you can change like your wallpapers and stuff like that. Like
I'm not saying my wallpaper was boobs and ass and bikinis.
Most likely.
Okay, it was. But that's fine, right? Yeah.
So Shattered, you guys would like go to the Angel Syndrome MySpace, and you guys would pull that up.
Yeah, and we'd fucking download it and put it on a CD and get drunk. Drunk.
I remember recording this song.
And you called us.
I remember recording this song in Houston. And while I was in the booth about to record the vocals, my brother called me. God rest my brother's soul. My brother passed in 2014 to lymphoma cancer. And my brother called me, and he's like, I'm literally on the phone in front of the mic in the booth. And I'm like, what's up, bro? And he's like, hey, man, like this song, like, you know what, man, you should write like a party song. Like you should write this kind of song. It's like, you know what, you don't give a fuck, and like, you know what, like you're over that chick. And I say, like, yeah, man, I actually did write a song like that. It's called Shatter Rock and Roll. You can hear me say it in there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's me talking to my brother, dude. And people don't know that, but that's one of the ad-libs in the beginning of the song. Is I go, yeah, I made a song like that. It's called Shatter Rock and Roll. Like, he just, like, randomly hit me up and told me that idea that he had. And I was literally in the studio recording that song at the same time. I don't know, man, if it's fate, and that's why that song, if he blessed it, people love that song, man.
It's great.
And
I remember when you're recording, you're like, hey, guys, I'm recording. Everyone's like, through the phone and shit. And yeah.
So because my brother called me, I was like, well, fuck, let me call the guys. And let me see if we can get like a little Cobra shout out, And
and it just so happened we were all hanging out as a fucking, I think like a Friday or Saturday or some shit.
And so you hear like, hey, it's a Cobra party, and you hear us all like, oh, and then even Aaron got into the booth, and we were like, oh, oh, no. Here you go, guys. Shatter Rock and Roll. I write songs like that all the time. It's like Shatter Rock and Roll. That's when you're talking to my brother. Mama Meatloaf, we want to know.
The Meatloaf, that was me, guys.
If it's shattered rock and roll, it's alright. I'm gonna be okay like always. If I don't care nowadays, don't worry. I'll always remember who I used to be. Singing songs, making love and laughing. I took my only chance and I used it. I miss it all just in the way that we were, my love. You and me laid by the candles. Oh, 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 oh. I'll never look you in the eye, I pretend, but life is really easy now without you. I wanna see just what you think if I walk by. Cause if I get my way, I'll devastate you. Pay the price until I'm satisfied with you, love. I don't even think it'll ever happen. Cause every day you walk away from me, always telling me you'll never love me again. You still don't know why I'm so cold inside with freedom. Heartless is the way I've never been before. If it's shattered rock and roll,
Hey, Daddy.
if it's shattered rock and roll,
There he is.
I'm very roused.